All right, YouTube, here we go. Conquest tutorials for those new to the game or people that are old to the game and have always been intimidated of getting into Conquest because they don't understand how it works or it gets a little confusing. Here we are to deliver another tutorial, little updated version since we've done this before and it happened earlier in the year. So this one will be for the people who get the game for Christmas, maybe Black Friday, whatnot. But here you are, little Conquest tutorial. I thought it'd be a good idea to use it during the Shark Map 3.0. This map is notorious for a lot of rewards. This time we get a 97 Diamond Chris Davis card from the Royals' 50 Home Run Club season, this 2013 season, where you hit 53 home runs. That's the reward for finishing this whole bad boy. On top of all the amazing packs that we get along the way, we're gonna find that out right here, and then we're gonna open up all the packs we get right after the tutorial. So let's jump right into it. This is the Shark Map. Notorious, as I've said already, for huge rewards. Happens every year in MLB The Show. This year, no different from what I hear. As you can see, you start off in the middle of the map, which is an interesting little strategic spot that SDS gave us. First thing I want to show you guys are the 4 phases to every turn. If you look below me, you see game details, 1 turn. Territories, 1. My fans, 15 million. There are 4 phases to every turn. You have the attack phase, you have your steal phase, you have your move fans phase, and you have your reinforcements phase. I'll show you each step of the way, how these work, and why they're important. First thing you want to do before you get into any conquest and before you start is, if you're on PlayStation, I need you to hit triangle. If you're on Xbox, I need you to hit your Y button. We'll do that now. These are your goals. Every map has different set of goals. You want to follow these goals precisely or else you won't get completion. So if you can see, goal 1, steal 4 million fans. I'll show you that in a minute. Goal 2, conquer 100 territories. Goal 3, conquer 125 million fans. Goal 4, capture 2 enemy strongholds. We'll show you that shortly. Goal 5, capture 4 enemy strongholds, 6 enemy strongholds, 8 enemy strongholds, and then finally capture all the strongholds. You can see the stubs you get along the way as well as the XP. Now that you know your goals, you want to get into your map and you want to find an attack route or route depending on where you're from. If I'm starting here, I can come up here, and now here's my decision. Do I go up here? Do I go left? Which way do I go? All up to you. Before you start, hit your square if you're on PlayStation or your X if you're on Xbox, and that'll tell you every team stronghold's total of fans. We start off with 15 million fans, as you can see. For every 3 territories you capture, you get 1 million fans added to your total. So for every 3 hexagons, you get 1 million fans added. So if I get these 3 right here, automatically I get 16 million instead of the 15 million. So what I'm gonna do, I'm in attack phase. My screen is red. I'm gonna be in the attack phase. That's the first phase of turn 1. Why that is important is because some maps will say, I need you to go beat San Francisco before 2 turns. Okay, so you know you have to get to San Francisco and beat them before you get to your second turn. Fortunately for this map, we don't have to worry about that. All we have to worry about outside of the normal pathway is stealing 3 million fans. We'll get to there shortly. Sorry, steal 4 million fans. We'll get there shortly. Here's what we're gonna do. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go up and to the left. So I'm going to go ahead and start attacking. So I hit my X if I'm on PlayStation, A button if you're on Xbox, and you go and you take that territory. If you notice, I go from 15 to 14 and 1 gets left behind. You have to have at least 1 in every territory. Now that you have 14 here, I'm going to come up here. Now I'm at 13 and I have 1 here and 1 here. You'll always leave 1 behind. That's the whole point of this thing, is you want to capture all hexagons on your map or territories to complete the whole thing. So I'm gonna go up and then I'm gonna go straight left. I'm gonna go 1 more. Here we go. And I'm just gonna fill up as many of these as I can. Now see, here we are right away. Tampa Bay is doing the same thing we are. As you see, every team is doing the same thing we are. And we clash with them right here. Here is where you don't have to play these games until you get to strongholds. When I first started Conquest, the first thing I did was I played every single one of these hexagons and it drove me insane. It took forever. I got frustrated and I quit. If you don't know what you can do with these right out of the gate, is you can come straight here and it gives you the option. Simulate, or do you want to play the game? Anytime you're going up against just someone's territory, just simulate it. If you notice, I have 10 million fans. They have 2 million fans. I'm going to simulate it. Here's the simulation. They took one, I took one. Boom, I took two, they took one. I capture that territory. Now that's mine. You can do that with all of these little ones. Once you get to the stronghold, which is each team's emblem, that's their stronghold, you have to play those games. We'll get there in a minute. So I'm going to keep going towards San Diego. And as you go, you'll start to see that you run out of reinforcements. Once you run out of reinforcements, automatically it switches to phase 2 of your first turn. Phase 2 is steal fans. Now, this is where, if you look, our goal 1 is to steal 4 million fans. Now that we're at the steal fans phase, you press X if you're on PlayStation, A if you're on Xbox, and it's going to lead you to this screen. You can pick any team that's on this current map that you want to play against. If you look here, this is your difficulty level. If I want to steal 4 million fans, I have to either beat them on Hall of Fame once in a 3-inning game, or I have to beat them on Veteran twice, or once on All-Star, once on Rookie. Either way, you have to total 4 million fans. Obviously, the quickest route is to beat them once on Hall of Fame for the 4 million. So we'll do that. Let's say we did that. Boom, we get that. Our goal 1 will be complete. We'll get 300 stubs, 400 XP, and we'll get a Ballin' is a Habit pack. There's the first reward right there out of the gate. Ballin' is a habit. So let's say that's steal fans. If you want to skip a step, which we're going to do here, we're going to steal fans later. You don't have to steal fans right away. You can steal fans at any point as long as there's one team left on the map. So I'm going to skip this phase right here, and I'm going to hit my start button. It's going to ask me, do I want to skip to the reinforce phase? I'm going to say, yep. Boom. Phase 3 of 4. We're now in the reinforcement stage. Now what this does is it takes our total of territories and it adds it up. Remember I said for every 3 territories you own, you get 1 million more fans added to your total. Now where you reinforce is up to you. I could reinforce back here and continue up this way. I could reinforce here. I could reinforce here. Wherever you are on your snake is where you can reinforce. I'm going to reinforce at the end. Boom. Hit A, X if I'm on Xbox, A if I'm on PlayStation. It's going to say, all right, you're going to reinforce the 4 million you have onto this last territory. So I hit right on my D-pad, gives me my 5 million. Boom. It puts it at the end of my snake. Here I'm at 5 million, and it automatically sends us into phase 4, which is the move fans phase. Let's say I wanted to take some fans from this side of the snake and move it over here, right? So I take this, I tell them where I want to move from, and I come over here, and let's say I want to move 3 million here. 1, 2, 3. Or let's say I'll move 2 million. Sorry. I move 2 million. Boom. Now you can see I have 3 million there and 3 million here. Now I have 2 angles of attack. Once I do that move phase, it automatically sends me back to the beginning. First phase, attack phase. And as you can see here, we're on turn 2. Some people like to do it in as few turns as possible. Sometimes the map will make you do it in as few turns as possible. But that's how you attack these maps quickly. So now I'm going to take, and now I'm attack phase. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. Boom. I'm already done with attacking on that side. I'm going to go to this side, and I'm going to continue this way. All right. You finish your reinforcements. Again, phase 2 automatically. I'm going to skip this step because we're going to do it later. Hit start, skip to reinforce. Yes. I'm going to reinforce at the end of my snake here. Boom. Move to move fans phase. If I want to move these guys over here, I can. Let's move 3 million over so we can finish down here. 1, 2, 3. Bam. Now I'll come down here on my attack. We should get a reward here. Boom. 2 headliner packs just for capturing that territory. Now we're talking about free rewards just for capturing a territory. Literally did nothing. 2 headliner packs. I get chances at headliners. That's a beautiful thing. Here we go. Let's attack. Let's attack this way. Attack this way. Let's go heads up with them. Now, it might not have been a bad idea to capture all of these. Look at all these free. Capture all of these as I go instead of doing the straight line over. Could easily have done that. Option is yours. You can go any way you want. There's no rules when it comes to that. Back at steal fans, I'm going to skip it. Go to reinforce. End of my snake. Here we go. Now we're going heads up. Oh, move fans phase. Now I'm gonna skip this because I don't want to move any fans. Go to attack phase. Yes. Boom. As you can see, we're already on turn 4. And the color of the screen will change with you, so it's very helpful. So now we're gonna go. Here we go. We're gonna simulate this one because it's not a stronghold. Boom. Got him. So now here we are. Now we're heads up with their stronghold right here. I could either continue to attack all these little territories, or I can just go right at their stronghold. Now here's the thing. The more reinforcements you have when you play a stronghold, the easier the matchup's going to be. So let's say we're going to play them with 8. As you can see, we're sitting here playing them at all-star level. If I had a lot more reinforcements, I could play them on veteran. If I had even more reinforcements, I could play them on rookie. So the more reinforcements you have, the easier the challenge will be. I recommend getting as easy as you possibly can and play them all on rookie. Why wouldn't you? Unless you have to play them on Hall of Fame like you do in your steel phase. So I'm going to leave this here, right? I'm going to skip the steel. I'm going to skip to move. Or skip to reinforce, and I'm going to come over here and just gobble up more of these territories. Why not, right? Move fans phase, back to attack, skipping over. And I'm just going to gobble these up. Remember, every 3 hexagons you get 1 million more fans to your total. So just gobble them up. Gobble them up. I'm going to simulate this because it's not a stronghold. There you go. Go over here. I'm going to simulate down here. Why not? Why not? Boom. Captured it. Get a Legends bat skin. Beautiful. Rewards everywhere throughout all these maps. All right, so now we're on Steel Fans phase. We're going to skip to Reinforce, and we're going to go, say, right here. And as you can see, we get more and more fans towards our building the more territories we get. Skip to Attack phase. Bip, bip. Gobble it up. Now, me personally, boom, look at that. 2 headliners for no reason. Just here, have them just because you're good looking. Right here. Now, me personally, what I like to do is I like to take over the entire map before I play any strongholds. That way I get all my rewards out of the way. And then that way I can just go back and play the strongholds back to back to back to back. So what I'll do is I'll surround all team strongholds. And I'll just keep rinsing and repeating what we're doing here until I have this whole map covered except for the strongholds. You don't have to do it that way. That's just the way I like to do it. Reinforce, we're gonna do here. So we're just simulating these right now and just gonna get as many territories as you can. That way we go into the strongholds with as many possible. And it's called the rinse and repeat method that I like to do personally. Not everybody does it the same way, but you can find your own strategy. There is no right or wrong answer. Just make sure you're simulating against the territories, playing your strongholds on the easiest level as possible. One quick note, you see how they broke my chain here? I won't be able to reinforce off a broken chain. See, I can't reinforce here. I can only reinforce where my chain is still together. If Tampa Bay came up through here and they broke this chain, I would have to pick which side I want to reinforce on. So just keep that in mind. You might see some teams coming behind you. It's okay. Don't panic. You're going to start having control. By the time you get to this stage of the map, you'll have enough reinforcements that you can move fans from one place to another to help protect yourselves. But that's pretty much the strategy of Conquest. On every map, I would do that. This shark map, there's really no wrong way. There's no wrong way to go on any map, honestly. But get in there. Get into Conquest. There's tons of rewards, tons of free packs. Always do every conquest they offer you. You might as well. It's good for XPing your parallel players up. It's good for XP. Some conquest maps will give you XP towards each inning program. So always do your conquest maps. It's a cool, fun mode. They're 3-inning ball games. Fun stuff. Get in there. Free rewards. You can't beat that. But yeah, if you have any questions, stop by the Twitch channel. We're there Monday through Friday. 8 p.m. Pacific is our usual start time. Also, sub to the YouTube channel. I hope that helped you guys out on the Conquest strategies. and just how to figure out how to get navigate through a conquest map in itself. I hope you enjoy the game. Welcome to the community if you're new. If you're not and you didn't know, now you know. Get in there. Don't be a jugsy, and we'll get you those conquest rewards. All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next one. Peace.